Hi everyone. Transport workers is the 12th unit, in which we are going to be targeting some objectives like in grammar, we are going to report statements and imperatives. In reading, we are going to read an email about a new job. In the listening, we are going to be targeting or listen to an interview about someone's job. In speaking, we're going to talk about important jobs. And in writing, you are going to write a description of an important job. Let's start with question 2. Here I'm going to give you time, so you're supposed to pause to answer this question, then check your answer. You're going to match and make sentences, and pay attention that the red colored words are part of the targeted words. So now pause, then check your answer when you're ready. And here are the answers of the question. And now let's move to question 3. In question 3, you're going to complete this email with the red words from exercise 2. So now you are supposed to pause to read this email and answer, or to fill in the gaps given. Then whenever you're ready, check your answers. And here are the answers of question 2. Number 2 is going to be manager, 3 specially, and 4 proud. Now we're moving to question 4. You're going to read these questions, then pause to answer them. Then you're going to check your answers. Now you can check whether you answered these questions correctly or not. By moving to page 13, we will find that question 1 in question 1 you are supposed to underline the reporting verbs, which are followed by an object plus 2 plus infinitive. According to the heading, we will find that number 1, the manager ordered me to wear a helmet and boots. So we're going to underline ordered as it's followed by an object, then 2, then infinitive. Let's move to question 2.2. He warned me to look out for things falling. As well, the underlined verb here should be warned, which is followed by object, which is me, then to lock. Number 3, he asked me to tell him about my work experience. It should be, or the underlined verb should be, asked. Number 4, I told him that it was my first job. We're going to underline told. Number 5, the manager told me that the new metro would open in 2020. We're going to underline told. Now we're going to move to the grammar box, and we're going to start with the reporting statements. We use reported speech to report someone else's words. When we report statements, the tense goes one step further back into the past. Means if the sentence in the direct form is present simple, when we're going to report it, when we're going to make it indirect, we are going to keep it in the past tense, past simple tense. If it's a present continuous, it's supposed to be past continuous. If it's a present perfect, it would be past perfect. If it's past simple, we have 2 options, either to keep it past simple or to change it into past perfect. There is also change in the pronouns. Let's see the example given. I come from Egypt, said Ali. When we said I come from Egypt, said Ali, this is the direct form. When we're going to change it into indirect form, we're going to say Ali said that. So simply the reporting verb here is said, and we're going to replace or to cancel the inverted commas and replace them with that, and that here is optional, means we can say it or skip it. When he was talking about himself, he said I. So simply we are going to change I to be he. Okay. Then the tense or concerning the verb, come was present simple. It should be past simple. So we said, or we're going to say came, and from Egypt is the same. Some other details are not mentioned, yet they are important, like concerning the reporting verb said. Here in the first sentence, it's given or it's written, said Ali. So simply, when we are going to change it, we're going to say Ali said, as it's already written, okay? So, Ali said that, and the rest. What if it was Ali said to his brother, for example? In case or when it's said to, we are going to change it to be told. Again, if it was, for example, Ali said to his brother, we're going to say Ali told his brother. We're not going to say said to his brother. Okay, this is a point. Another point is, what if it was Ali says, or says Ali? I mean, the difference here is going to be that the reporting verb is present instead of being past. Here in the example given, it's past, said. What if it's present? In case the reporting verb is present, we are going to keep the tense between brackets or between the inverted commas as it is. I mean, if it's present, like the example which we have here, we are going to keep it present. This is in which case? In case we have the reporting verb in present tense, like if we're saying says or any other reporting verb. Another tip we should keep in mind is that if we have a time expression, like what? For example, if we have in the direct form the word today, when we are going to report it, it should be that day. For example, tomorrow, or I mean another word, another time expression. If we're saying tomorrow, tomorrow is going to be changed to be the following day. Yesterday should be the day before. Last week will be the week before, or the previous week. And concerning yesterday, we also can say the previous day. So the day before or the previous day. Tonight should be that night. Now should be then. And ago should be before. Also, if we have a word like this, it should be that. If we have these, it should be those. And if we have here, it should be there. And now let's move to reporting imperatives. Imperatives could be like an order, could be like an advice. It could be also a warning. Let's read. When we report the imperative, the form is the reporting verb plus object plus to plus infinitive, exactly like the example above, which is exercise 1. The verb form doesn't change a step further. Here we're not going to do the same step which we did in the previous or in reporting statements. We're not going to change the tense to be past. Instead, we're going to add the same verb preceded by to. Let's see an example. Breathe in, the doctor said. When we're going to change it, we're going to say the doctor told me to breathe in. So simply the verb or the order was with the verb breathe, so we used it as it is but preceded by to. Examples for reporting verbs used for imperative include advise, encourage, invite, order, tell, and warn. According to what we're going to choose one of these reporting verbs according to the content itself. For example, tidy your room, said my mother. Usually when a mother says such words, it could be like an order. So when we're going to change it, we're going to say my mother ordered me. And don't forget, guys, that the reporting verb here should be followed by object. My mother ordered me to tidy my room. Again, the verb in the tense itself, in the main sentence, was tidy your room, so we are using the same verb preceded by to. What if it was negative? This is what we're going to talk about in the following point. To report negative imperative, we use verb plus object plus not, to, and infinitive. Like, don't look, I said. I warned my friend not to look. So simply, we are going to add not before to plus the infinitive. Some students answer it like, or change it like to be like, I warned my friend to not look. This is not right. Again, it should be not to, then the infinitive. Another example. Please don't be late, the teacher said. So, the teacher advised. Here, this sounds as advice. So, we can use the reporting verb to be advised. The teacher advised us not to be late. Now, let's move to question 2. Write these reporting statements. Now, you're going to pause and answer these questions. Then you're going to check your answers. Here are the answers. You can check them. Now let's move to the following page. And the first question is match the jobs and the pictures. Cleaner. The cleaner is picture B. Mechanic C. And ticket inspector is A. And now we're going to move to practice 4, and my target is to talk about the jobs that we have in the box, because you will find them in other questions exactly like in the previous part. The question itself is not that important. What's important is that to keep in mind that you're going to use these words in questions. So the jobs that we have are being baker, cleaner, nurse, farmer, firefighter, pilot, police officer, station manager, and waiter. This box is very important, the function box. In the function box, we're going to make opinion, we're going to see how to make your opinion stronger. We're going to do this by using some words like quite, very, really, and extremely. For example, these people can be quite angry if their train is late. A railway station manager's job is very important. Most of them work really hard. Sometimes I have to help with extremely big problems. The last part we're going to be discussing is a passage about technical schools. After reading this passage, you are going to complete the sentences using the read words from the text. This is an exercise. Exercise 2. You're going to answer in exercise 2. You're going to answer these questions. So, read the questions before you read the text. Then pause whenever you're ready. Check your answers. Here are the answers of question 1. And these are the answers of question 2. Let's end with a practice to check your achievement and understanding. Answer this page. Then, whenever you are ready, you're going to pause, and then whenever you're ready, you're going to check your answers. The answers of question 1. The answers of question 2. And the answers of question 3. By then we have reached the end of the video, hoping it has been helpful to you.